The calm before the storm. After laying low for a year, the Four Horsemen, Dylan, Merritt, Lula, and Jack, are scattered across the globe. Dylan is secretly investigating remnants of the Eye. Merritt is performing under aliases, Jack runs small cons, and Lula is experimenting with avant-garde illusions. The public believes they've disappeared, but whispers of a new global magic syndicate reach them. The Eye sends a coded message summoning them. A new mission awaits, one more dangerous than any before. A new recruit. The Eye insists the Horsemen must evolve. They're introduced to a mysterious young illusionist named Jade Lin, a former cyber illusionist from Shanghai. Her talents include deepfake manipulation, augmented reality, and invisible tech. Tensions rise as she disrupts their chemistry. Dylan is skeptical but intrigued. Jade reveals she was recruited due to her knowledge of a secret organization manipulating global economies through illusion. The first test. To reintroduce themselves to the world, the Horsemen stage a spectacular heist at a Dubai tech convention. They steal a quantum server in front of a live audience using a combination of misdirection, deepfake holograms, and Jade's tech. But something goes wrong. The real server disappears. Surveillance shows an unknown fifth magician hijacking their trick. The Eye warns, someone is using their name, and they're not playing by the rules. Enter the Chimera. The mysterious antagonist is revealed, Dominic Graves, a rogue magician turned tech mogul with a vendetta against the Eye. Once rejected by the group, he has formed the Chimera, a dark network of illusionists, hackers, and master manipulators. Graves plans to expose the Eye and dismantle it from within. He taunts the Horsemen with messages that only they can decode. The war of magic and misdirection begins. The chase in Venice. The Horsemen track Graves to Venice, where he plans to auction an algorithm that can predict economic collapses. They infiltrate the masquerade-style underground auction using classic illusions and disguise. Merritt hypnotizes a billionaire to gain access. Jade uses AR glasses to map the room's hidden traps. Just as they're about to steal the algorithm, Graves turns the tables, revealing he's been expecting them. The betrayal. Graves exposes Dylan's past as an FBI agent to the media. The authorities begin hunting Dylan, believing he's been manipulating global law enforcement. Inside the Eye, trust begins to fracture. Lula suspects Jade might be a mole. Jack defends her, but the team's unity is shaky. Graves leaves a note. The closer you look, the less you'll see. The Horsemen are forced to go underground again. Master of Mirrors. The Horsemen flee to Morocco to consult with 𝗕𝗏𝗏 Bradley, who's now working independently as a magic historian. He warns them that Graves is not just a showman. He's a master of layered illusions, with loyalists embedded in governments and media. 𝗕𝗏𝗏 introduces them to his underground mirror maze, a safe house of illusions. There, the Horsemen train in advanced misdirection techniques to fight illusion with illusion. Smoke and secrets. Jade decrypts Graves' digital trail and discovers a secret operation called Operation Mirage. It's a massive financial illusion. An invisible stock market crash Graves plans to trigger using AI and mass manipulation. The Horsemen realize this could cripple the global economy. They agree. This mission isn't about magic anymore. It's about justice. They plan to intercept Graves at his launch site in Tokyo. Tokyo Takedown Part 1. Tokyo is ablaze with a tech convention and international financial summit. Graves is scheduled to appear under a fake identity. The Horsemen orchestrate a series of public illusions as distractions, levitating trains, vanishing skyscrapers, holograms, and more. Merritt and Jade break into the server control room, but they're caught by Graves' agents. Jade is taken. Graves sends a message. You're playing my game now. Fractured trust. The Horsemen regroup in an abandoned bullet train station. Merritt is badly injured. Dylan blames himself for underestimating Graves. Lula confronts Dylan about his leadership, questioning if they're even fighting the same war. Jack and Merritt argue about continuing. But Jade, even in captivity, hacks Graves' AR systems and leaves clues for her location. It reignites the Horsemen's resolve. The Eye's revelation. Dylan finally meets with the true inner council of the Eye. They reveal that Graves once infiltrated their ranks and nearly collapsed the organization. They now view the Horsemen as their last hope. The Eye provides Dylan with a master illusion, a reset switch illusion capable of faking the collapse of Graves' operation. But it will require perfect timing and absolute trust. Jade's Gambit. Jade, inside Graves' Tokyo penthouse, pretends to defect. She offers him a code that will supposedly take down the Eye for good. Graves, intrigued, lets her into his inner circle. Using hidden tech in her lenses, Jade records Graves' confession and plan. Meanwhile, she subtly sabotages his system from the inside. The clock is ticking before launch. The final act begins. The Horsemen arrive in Tokyo disguised as high-ranking investors and government officials. They trigger the opening act of their master illusion, a sudden blackout that covers the entire skyline. Holograms of falling buildings and glitches simulate a system collapse. Graves' team panics. The audience believes a cyber war has begun. Meanwhile, Merritt and Jack sneak into the control center. 𝗥𝗘𝗩𝗍, as Graves begins to activate his algorithm. He realizes the system isn't responding. The code he used was fake, planted by Jade. Suddenly, the control center walls disappear. They were never real. The Horsemen confront him in a shifting room of projections and illusions. Graves pulls a gun, but it vanishes from his hand. It's all part of the show. He's been caught on live broadcast admitting everything. Escape through illusion. Graves tries to flee but finds every exit leads back to the Horsemen. They chase him through rotating hallways, mirror traps, and gravity-defying illusions. Dylan finally corners him and uses a sleight-of-hand trick to reveal the real data Graves had been hiding. Graves is taken into custody, but even then, he grins. You're not the only magicians out there. Truth goes viral. The Horsemen upload Graves' confession and entire financial manipulation scheme to the public. It goes viral within hours, sparking global protests and economic reform. The Eye remains hidden, but its influence is felt more than ever. Dylan is offered a chance to fully join the Eye's leadership. He declines, choosing to stay with the Horsemen. Jade is officially welcomed as the Fifth Horseman, a world rebalanced. Governments begin cracking down on economic corruption and secret manipulation. The public hails the Horsemen as heroes once again, but they vanish from the spotlight. Merritt goes back to street shows. Jack vanishes to plan their next big act. Lula starts a mentorship program for young illusionists. Dylan reconnects with Thaddeus for deeper training. Magic without borders. Jade creates a new network called Phantom Light, combining magic and tech to fight corruption worldwide. She recruits digital illusionists and hackers to build a virtual extension of the Eye. The Horsemen join Phantom Light as mentors. Their reach grows, but they stay in the shadows. Graves is locked away, but his warnings about others remain in Dylan's mind. One last trick. In the final scene, the Horsemen perform an anonymous global live stream. They make the world believe the Statue of Liberty has disappeared, only to reveal it's still there. It's a statement. Not all illusions are lies. Some are truths hidden in plain sight. The performance ends with their iconic logo vanishing into particles. The message: the world is watching. So are we. The next game begins. A mysterious man watches the stream from a hidden location. He picks up a card, the Joker, with the Eye's symbol etched in blood-red ink. A voice in the background whispers, "It's time for our move." Cut to black. The screen fades with 3 words. Now you see me. Combining magic and tech to fight corruption worldwide. She recruits digital illusionists and hackers to build a virtual extension of the Eye. The Horsemen join Phantom Light as mentors. Their reach grows, but they stay in the shadows. Graves is locked away, but his warnings about others remain.